Welcome to Book Verse 75, where the world's best books come to life in just a few minutes. From success and psychology to business and self-growth, we turn powerful ideas into simple, actionable lessons. Subscribe now and let's grow smarter. Sundar Pichai Book Summary, Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Humble Beginnings. Every extraordinary journey starts with an ordinary beginning. Sundar Pichai's story is no different. Sundar Pichai was born on June 10, 1972, in Madurai, Tamil Nadu, India, and grew up in a modest two-room apartment in Chennai. His father, Raghunatha Pichai, worked as an electrical engineer, while his mother, Lakshmi Pichai, was a stenographer before becoming a homemaker. Life was simple. There were no luxuries, no personal car, no computer, and for many years not even a telephone. Yet these limitations never stopped Sundar from dreaming big. Instead, they made him curious about how technology could improve people's lives. As a child, Sundar displayed an incredible memory. When his family finally got a telephone, he amazed everyone by remembering every phone number after hearing it only once. This ability reflected his sharp mind and love for solving problems. He was also known for being calm, disciplined, and focused. Unlike many children, Sundar spent more time learning than seeking attention. He believed that every challenge was an opportunity to grow. His parents made many sacrifices to ensure he received a good education. They believed that knowledge was the greatest investment they could make for their son's future. Key lessons from Chapter 1. Your background does not define your future. Curiosity is the foundation of innovation. Education is one of the most valuable investments in life. Great success often begins with small opportunities. Stay humble, work hard, and never stop learning. Chapter 1. Ending. Sundar Pichai's childhood teaches us that success isn't determined by where you start. It is determined by your willingness to learn, your persistence, and your courage to dream beyond your circumstances. Next chapter, Chapter 2, The Power of Education, from IIT Kharagpur to Stanford University. Chapter 2, The Power of Education. Sundar Pichai believed that education was more than earning good grades. It was a way to unlock opportunities and solve real-world problems. His dedication to learning would eventually take him from India to some of the world's most prestigious universities. After excelling in school, Sundar earned admission to the Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Kharagpur, one of India's most competitive engineering colleges. He studied metallurgical engineering, but his curiosity extended far beyond his chosen field. He spent countless hours exploring electronics, computers, and new technologies. At IIT, Sundar developed a reputation for being intelligent, hardworking, and humble. He was not the loudest student in the classroom, but his consistent effort and deep understanding of concepts made him stand out. Recognizing his exceptional talent, he received a scholarship to study at Stanford University in the United States. For his family, this was both an exciting and challenging moment. The cost of studying abroad was extremely high, and his parents made significant financial sacrifices to support his dream. Moving to America was not easy. Sundar had to adapt to a new culture, a different education system, and life far away from home. Instead of being discouraged, he embraced every challenge as a learning opportunity. At Stanford, he studied materials science and engineering, gaining exposure to cutting-edge research and advanced technology. Later, he pursued an MBA at the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, where he was recognized as both a Siebel Scholar and a Palmer Scholar for his outstanding academic performance. These years shaped not only his technical knowledge, but also his leadership, problem-solving, and decision-making skills, qualities that would later define his career. Key lessons from Chapter 2. Education can open doors to life-changing opportunities. Hard work and consistency matter more than natural talent alone. Challenges help you grow stronger and more confident. Never stop learning even after achieving success. Great achievements often require sacrifice and perseverance. Sundar Pichai's educational journey proves that knowledge is one of the most powerful investments anyone can make. His willingness to learn, adapt, and embrace challenges prepared him for a future that would eventually lead him to Google. Chapter 3. Joining Google, the beginning of an extraordinary career. In 2004, Sundar Pichai joined Google as a product manager. At the time, Google was already famous for its search engine, but it was still a growing company with many ambitious ideas. Sundar's first major responsibility was working on the Google Toolbar, a browser extension that allowed users to access Google search directly from web browsers like Internet Explorer and Firefox. While the project seemed small, Sundar noticed something important. Google depended heavily on other companies' browsers to reach users. This insight led him to ask a bold question. What if Google built its own web browser? At first, many people inside the company were skeptical. Creating a browser would require enormous resources and competing against established players. But Sundar believed a faster, safer, and simpler browser could transform the way people use the internet. His vision eventually became Google Chrome. Launched in 2008, Chrome focused on speed, security, and a clean design. It quickly gained popularity, and over time became the world's most widely used web browser. Sundar's success with Chrome earned him greater responsibilities. He was trusted to oversee important products such as Gmail, Google Drive, and later Chrome OS. His calm leadership style and ability to make thoughtful decisions impressed both his colleagues and Google's founders. Instead of chasing recognition, Sundar focused on building products that solved real problems for millions of users. His dedication, humility, and long-term thinking made him one of Google's most respected leaders. Key lessons from Chapter 3. Great opportunities often begin with small responsibilities. Don't be afraid to challenge existing ideas. Innovation comes from identifying real problems and creating simple solutions. Success is built on consistency, patience, and teamwork. Focus on creating value rather than seeking recognition. Sundar Pichai's journey at Google teaches us that true leadership is not about titles. It's about vision, persistence, and the ability to improve people's lives through innovation. His success with Google Chrome marked the beginning of a remarkable rise within the company. Chapter 4. Leading Innovation, Chrome, Android, and Beyond. By the early 2000s, Sundar Pichai had already proven himself with the success of Google Chrome. But this was only the beginning. Google trusted him with even bigger responsibilities that would shape the future of technology. One of the biggest turning points in his career came when he was asked to lead Android, the world's most popular mobile operating system. Android powered millions of smartphones, but Sundar believed it could do much more. Under his leadership, Android became faster, more secure, and easier for developers to build apps. At the same time, he also supervised products like Gmail, Google Maps, Google Drive, and Google Photos. His goal was simple: create products that were easy to use and helpful for everyone, regardless of where they lived or what device they owned. What made Sundar different was his leadership style. He listened carefully to his team, encouraged new ideas, and stayed calm even during difficult situations. Instead of trying to control every decision, he trusted talented people to do their best work. Sundar also understood that the future of technology was not just about software. It was about artificial intelligence, AI. He encouraged Google to invest heavily in AI, believing it would transform education, healthcare, communication, and everyday life. His ability to balance innovation with teamwork earned the respect of employees across the company. He wasn't just building products, he was building a culture where creativity and collaboration could thrive. Key lessons from Chapter 4. Great leaders empower others instead of controlling them. Innovation begins by solving real problems. Stay calm under pressure and make thoughtful decisions. Technology should improve people's lives, not complicate them. The future belongs to those who embrace change and keep learning. Sundar Pichai's leadership transformed Google into a company focused on innovation for billions of people. His vision, humility, and commitment to creating useful technology prepared him for the biggest role of his career. Chapter 5. Becoming the CEO, Leading the Future. In August 2015, Sundar Pichai achieved what once seemed impossible. He was appointed the Chief Executive Officer, CEO of Google. It was a historic moment, not just for him, but for millions of people around the world who saw his journey as proof that talent, hard work, and humility can overcome any obstacle. As CEO, Sundar's mission was bigger than managing a company. He wanted Google to create technology that could improve the lives of billions of people. His leadership focused on making Google's products more intelligent, more accessible, and more useful. In 2019, when Google reorganized under its parent company, Alphabet Inc., Sundar Pichai became the CEO of Alphabet as well. He was now responsible for leading one of the world's most influential technology companies. Under his leadership, Google expanded into artificial intelligence, AI, cloud computing, Pixel smartphones, Google Workspace, and other innovative technologies. He believed that AI would become one of the most powerful tools for solving global challenges in education, healthcare, and communication. Despite leading a global company, Sundar remained known for his humility and calm personality. He continued to encourage open discussions, value teamwork, and make decisions with a long-term vision rather than chasing short-term success. He often reminds young people that success is not about being the smartest person in the room. It is about staying curious, learning continuously, adapting to change, and treating others with respect. Key lessons from Chapter 5. Success comes from consistent effort over many years. Humility is one of the strongest qualities of a great leader. Innovation should always focus on improving people's lives. Never stop learning, no matter how successful you become. Leadership is about inspiring others, not just leading them. Final conclusion. Sundar Pichai's life is a powerful reminder that your starting point does not determine your destination. From a modest home in India to becoming the CEO of Google and Alphabet, his journey was built on curiosity, education, perseverance, and humility. His story teaches us that every challenge is an opportunity to grow, every failure is a lesson, and every dream is possible when matched with hard work and determination. Quote, "Dream big, stay humble, keep learning, and never stop believing in your potential." Sundar Pichai's journey reminds us that your background doesn't define your future. Your mindset does. Through curiosity, hard work, humility, and continuous learning, an ordinary person can achieve extraordinary success. If this book summary inspired you, please like this video, share it with someone who dreams big, and subscribe to Book Verse 75 for more powerful book summaries that can transform your life. Until our next book, keep reading, keep learning, keep growing, and remember, your greatest success story is still waiting to be written. See you in the next video.